Bitcoin is about to catch everybody off guard. Now, we just got a 7.5% move to the downside yesterday after a hard rejection from $25,000, and people are getting bearish, wondering, what does this mean? Is the pump over? We're going to be getting into this video, giving you the worst case scenario and talking about why I myself am still very bullish on Bitcoin. So make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure to click that bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the most timely updates for Bitcoin here on YouTube. First of all, let's get into what has happened yesterday, and then we're going to be talking about a bullish scenario. So first of all, Bitcoin has come up to this very key level of 25,222. 25,222 is a major support resistance flip. This is the level that we wicked down to back in the May low after the whole Luna thing happened, and then this was our resistance in August, and now we're coming up to this level again, and so it's no wonder we are finding resistance at resistance. In fact, we have been ready and prepared for this level in the Casper Crew VIP Discord since January 26th, where we were waiting for this level, saying this could be a great opportunity to hop into what could potentially turn into a really nice swing short if we come up to this level with bearish divergences, and that is exactly what has happened. However, there are some signs of strength that we need to be looking at. So I'm going to be talking about a bullish scenario right now, and then we're going to be talking about the worst case scenario that could happen here, and why even in the worst case scenario, I still remain bullish on Bitcoin. We can see right now Bitcoin on some of these local time frames actually printing a pattern that we have seen playing out in the past. So right here, we can see that Bitcoin was trading in a range from a very clearly defined low to a very clearly defined high. Then we lost the range to the downside, started trading a local range down below. Then we got a big pump to the upside. We're currently coming down right now to retest the previous high, which was resistance, as support, getting a bounce. And of course, this was also one of the levels we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. We have been literally catching every pivot in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, longing the bottom for 16.3, setup given in advance, shorting the top from 24K, long the bottom from 21.4, still holding these swing trades, by the way, and then most recently taking the short from 25,222, all the levels given in advance. If you want to join the community, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. It's a thriving community for educational purposes, amazing traders in there. Also, if you want to take advantage of this volatility, you can sign up using my affiliate link for ByBit. You get 0% limit fees. Actually, a really good deal for people who are trading lower term time frames, taking scalps so that those fees don't cut into your profits. Also, if you deposit $100, you get 1 month free of the Crypto Fusion trading bot. This is our bot. If you want more information about that, go to jasoncaspertrading.com. 20% discount on all the courses. But if you want more info on the bot, click the link, Jason Casper Trading Bot. 14 days free for everybody who signs up. But if you deposit $100 on ByBit, you actually get a month for free. So this pattern that we have been trading here, where we get the range, the break to the downside, a big pump up, and then a retest of the previous resistance as support, has actually happened on a much larger term time frame in the past. In fact, if we go down to the 4-hour time frame and we look at what has literally been happening for the past over half a year, we can see that on a much larger time frame, Bitcoin from June was trading in a sideways range. We lost it to the downside. We started forming another range below. We got a big move up and then retested those previous highs as support. We're actually seeing this pattern happen right now on a lower term time frame. And if we are able to hold this level as support, well, guess what? I do believe we are actually going to put in another high. So this is a very bullish scenario. And right now, locally, as long as we don't take out this low right down here at about $22,000, we are still maintaining the integrity of an uptrend here in bullish market structure. Low, high, higher low, higher high. We can come all the way down here and still make a higher low. So there's no need to get overly bearish right now. But let's go back and talk about potential worst case scenarios. So we know that we are at the top of a macro range, and we know that we've been ranging from the high to the low of this for a few months. So the worst case scenario is that we make our way all the way back down to the lows of this range. Where are the key zones of support that we are going to be looking at if we are going to get a move to the downside? Right here, guys, we are basically looking at these three major zones. And the reason why I am still so bullish on Bitcoin is because even if we come down to these zones, for me, this gives me an opportunity to buy on spot. I do believe that we are in the bottom of the bear market cycle, and that even if we come down to one of these three levels, amazing opportunities to DCA into Bitcoin on spot. Of course, not financial advice. And the reason why I say this is because when we look at historical market cycles, we can see that we are bottoming out right now. The bottom signals are in. If we go to the monthly time frame here, we can see that historically speaking, every single time we bottom out, it happens in between the 786 and the 886 Fibonacci, and every single time we also do get the green dots on market Cipher B right here as we bottom out. We can also see that every single time it does not enter into the bull market right away. In fact, what we do is we kind of grind it out for quite some time, right? Back in 2015, we basically ground it out from the winter of 2014 all the way to the winter of 2015, making basically some kind of massive range, just like what we are doing right now, right? We made some kind of massive range from the low to the high, to the low to the high, to the low to the high. And so basically, every single time we came back down to those lows, it presented an opportunity to buy more Bitcoin on spot before the big bull market happened. And if we actually take a look at the time frame that was happening back then as well, we can see that it was just around the time where we were getting to 1 year before the Bitcoin halving that we were trading in this sideways range, right? And we can see right now we're getting to that time where we're just before that 1 year before the Bitcoin halving, which means even if we get another big move to the downside, like what happened in 2015, like what happened in 2018, like what very well may happen right here, it will give us a good opportunity to buy on spot. And this is why we need to be focused and we need to be understanding what is our plan for being into this market. Are we going to be swayed by emotion and fear? Because let me tell you, if Bitcoin dips back down to 17K, 15K, people are going to be getting very, very bearish if we put in a lower low. It basically depends on what type of Wyckoff accumulation pattern we are forming right here. There's a few different types of accumulation patterns. We're definitely in an accumulation pattern, but there's one where we could put in a higher low. There's another where we could put in a lower low. People are going to be getting so dang bearish, but we need to stay focused. We're technical analysts here looking at the chart. The charts are going to dictate how we approach these markets. And so when people are getting scared, I'm going to be buying on spot because for the past 2 Bitcoin bull cycles, it's been amazing for me personally, and I'm ready for that third one. So there are some bearish things printing on the chart that we do need to be aware of as well. Let's take a look at some bearish signs. First of all, on the daily time frame, and this is actually probably the most bearish thing that is happening as we are putting in the high into the key level that we gave in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we are getting what's known as the bearish upside down Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern, where we can see Sam Bankman-Fried's chest here. His man boobs are getting lower. The momentum waves are getting lower as the price is getting higher. Historically speaking, when this happens on the daily time frame, guys, this is a very, very bearish signal. So if we don't hold support within the next few days, if we don't pump back up and start maintaining the integrity of this uptrend, or at least ranging here for a while, this thing is going to confirm, and that could really bring us down much lower, much lower. But there's one last thing I just want to hammer home before we end the video, and that's this. We can't know what the price of Bitcoin is going to do in the future. People always ask me, Jason, what's going to happen? And I always say the same thing. It depends. We cannot know as traders what the price is going to do, but what we can do is we can have a plan in advance, so regardless of what the price does, we are not caught off guard. We trade if-then scenarios. That's how we were able to literally long the bottom, short the top, long the bottom, and then short the top. It's because we were prepared for these things to happen. And when they happened, when we saw certain things on the chart, we were ready to take action. And that's what we need to do if we want to be successful in this game. Have a plan in advance. That way we're not caught off guard if Bitcoin does happen to dump. And then we know what we're going to do. We're not going to freak out, right? We're going to stick to our plan because we want to make that life-changing money in the next bull cycle. So that is it for today's video, guys. May you all be blessed in the name of Jesus the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still do pray you and your whole family are blessed in many, many ways. And I will see everybody in that next video. Peace.